sometimes sometimes have to teach yourself getting ready for this training camp, most of us getting ready for last year's training camp was like?
Definitely. I wake up every morning. Part of me is just grateful that I've been able to accomplish everything I've been able to accomplish this year and this off season. And I just wake up and I'm like, man, a kid from Patterson that's came up and been able to cross all those barriers, and now he's coming into camp as a relatively a guy that is a staple in the Giants offense. And now it's all good stuff. It's good timing. I'm not too stressed out going into camp this year.
How involved were you in the book? You had so much stuff going on.
I was very involved. I sat with the writer for about 2 months straight, 3-4 days a week. Took him around to Patterson, took him around to key parts, key areas, key places in my life that really made the book better and made the book made it come to life a little bit more than it already did. So I was very involved. We spoke all the time. He would text me, ask me questions, emails, phone calls. So we were talking all the time.
Going into this camp, how confident are you that you're going to pick off and work off?
I'm confident. I mean, I just want to go in and be the same person I was, have the same focus, and go in there and be the same athlete that I was a year ago. I understand that it's going to be, I'm not going to be sneaking up on anybody this year. I'm not going to be, who's this guy coming in to each and every game. But, I just got to stay focused, and I got a good offensive team. I got a good quarterback, a good offensive coordinator and head coach that understand what teams may try to do against us and against our receiving corps. So we're just ready to go.
Physically, what did you do? Are you more prepared this year than you were last year, or less, or you've done a lot?
Yeah, I think it's about equal. I think last year I actually got more tired because of the lockout. I was, spent a lot more time working out and just a lot more time training because of the lockout. But this year, it's no different. I've been able to, amongst all the things I've been doing, as far as off the field stuff, I've been able to manage 3-4 days a week for me to go in and work out and, time it up properly so I can still keep my workout regimen the same. And I think it's worked out well.
Has it been more difficult though, finding time to work out with all these events going?
Not so much finding time, just making sure I get there on time. It's not so much finding time because, all these events are great, but I made sure that I plan time and set time aside for myself to work out and stay ready for, my real job, which is playing football.
I mean, last year it was more proving that you kind of belonged. You hear maybe some people saying you've gone to be a little Hollywood and now it's time to prove that you can keep it going?
No, I haven't heard that yet. Just from you saying it to me right now, you think I got Hollywood?
I'm not saying that. There are some people that say, can you keep it going?
Okay, yeah. I think so. I think I can. I mean, I think, none of this stuff is really going to hinder what I do on the field. It's just, stuff that comes along with what I want it to be. It was always my dream to be, shooting commercials and photo shoots and stuff like that. So I just did things that, that I've only dreamed of doing. So I think, as far as on the field stuff, that's going to take care of itself. And I'm, training my body and staying ready to take care of that stuff on the field as well. So I haven't gone Hollywood at all. At least I don't think so.
What's one thing you'd like to improve this season from last season in your game?
I guess just focus. I think there were times where I think I had some mental lapses sometimes, or times where I didn't get the ball early on. I would kind of just get out of it mentally a little bit. But I think this year I just want to stay focused throughout the course of the game, and even if it's not catching the football, blocking, or just knowing my assignments, knowing what I have to do to beat my opponent in front of me. And, just little things. I think, I left a few catches out there, dropped a few balls last year. So I just want to make sure I'm ready and I'm catching everything and I'm mentally sharp.
Do you feel like you get a lot more respect now?
I guess so. I mean, a year ago, when I would go places, guys like, I just saw Brandon Davis a couple days ago, and, he came up to me, he was talking to me. I don't think a year ago he would have even known who I was and really spoken to me and tell me that, good luck this year, and he appreciated what I was doing. So I think I've, garnered a little bit more respect, and I think that comes with, winning the Super Bowl and helping your team, each and every week and doing some positive things that I was doing. So I think I've gotten a little bit more respect.
One of the hallmarks of respect, quote unquote, for an athlete is a big contract. Careful. Yeah. Do you, I mean, you've said that you're not going to let that bother you or hinder you or anything like that. I saw you tweeted the other day, people think I'm a millionaire.
Mhm.
You know what I mean, why did people think that? Do people assume you're loaded now because you had so much success?
I guess so. I think because they see, you know, here and there, shooting this commercial and doing this photo shoot, that they think I'm just some grand millionaire with a ton of money and I'm living up in the hills somewhere. But you know that's not the case at all. You know, my mom still lives in Patterson. I'm still, you know, I'm still living in the town home near the stadium. I'm not in a $1.3 million home or anything crazy like that. So it's just the depiction that people have about you when you start putting yourself out in different commercials and different spotlights. So,
Of course, it's a goal to be that crazy
course.
person.
Of course.
Who live in that big home.
Of course.
Okay. Are you confident that you're going to have to wait till next year at this time or wait a little before this for that to happen, or do you think maybe something can happen before that?
I don't know. It's going to be, you know, whatever my agents and them are working on with the organization on whatever timing that they feel is right. But I'm going to go out there and just take care of what my job is, and that's go out there and play football. You know, whenever the contract comes, it comes. I'm not going to be sitting back waiting for it, thinking about it, because then I won't focus on football. So when that, you know, when that time comes, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
We'll buy it.
There we go.
Victor, do you have a different mindset going into camp this year versus last year after all the success and everything?
Yeah. I mean, this year I just want to go in and you know, maintain my same play personally and just make sure I'm staying sharp on the plate and staying sharp on you know, my football aspect and mentally and stuff, as well as getting some of the young guys acclimated and getting them ready to go, because you know, somebody's got to fill in that third role, whether it be an older guy like Ramses or something, or whether it's a younger guy like Ruben Randall or Jarrell Jernigan. Those guys have to be ready. So, you know, it's kind of double duty, making sure I'm good to go, making sure I'm sharp, and making sure the younger guys are getting the playbook.
Did you look at, with O.C. with his contract situation, did you look at how that was handled, how everything went with there, and see if anything you could pick up on from that, or?
A little bit. I mean, OC's a different. He's you know, he's his own person, so he handled his situation the way he wanted to handle it. So you know, he's obviously had a little bit more experience with different contract situations and stuff like that. So I didn't really take anything from it. I mean, you know, me personally, I just like to just sit back and you know, just be quiet and just let, you know, the people that I've hired to do so and to work those contracts just work for me.
Any last questions?
Is it going to be strange to be going through a training camp? I mean, you've never come into an all-pro Giants training camp having every time you've got to fight for roster. It's basically that, like you said, you've got a double duty now. It's got to be so different for you going in there knowing I'm going to get out of here. You know what the next step is.
Yeah, it's going to be a little weird, but Coach Coughlin always tells us, man, you know, no matter what year we're in, always treat training camp like you're a 19, 20-year-old kid trying to make the team. So I think that's how I'm going to approach it. I'm going to, you know, make sure I'm, you know, at the top of my game, make sure I'm still competing, make sure I'm still, you know, getting after it just like all the other guys. And 'cause that's the only way you can get better. If you just sit back and you're timid and you're like, I don't want to, you know, go out there and show too much because I've already done this, that's kind of when you either get hurt or you don't, you know, you don't prepare yourself well enough for the upcoming season. So I just want to go out there and play my game and continue to be the same player and keep learning, because I'm definitely, you know, I'm not done learning the craft yet. I'm not done learning football, and my coaches know that. I've had numerous conversations with them, so I just want to keep learning and keep getting better.
Have you talked to Hakeem recently? I mean, are you expecting him to be back for training camp or
I
something?
actually just saw him you know, yesterday. He was out at the ESPYs, so I saw him, and he looks good. He's walking, so he's definitely, you know, he's walking again on his own, so that's definitely a good sign. So he told me he'll be ready. He told me he's going to go, you know, take training camp to continue rehabbing and continue getting his foot back right. But I definitely expect him to be ready by game one.
Two more questions, please.
Since minicamp, have you been able to do stuff with Eli? Have you been worked out at all, or is it?
Not yet. Hopefully I can get a chance to kind of go down to where he's training and throw around a little bit with him, hopefully. But, you know, he's just as busy as I am, if not busier. So it's going to be tough for us to kind of link up. But, you know, we're going to use training camp to get out there as much as possible. And even after some of those practices, probably, you know, get a little one-on-one stuff, or just us and him and the receivers. And, you know, just try to keep that chemistry going and keep that rapport going that we had so well last year.
What do you want fans to take away from after you get the chance to get this book and get a chance to see you play in this game?
Just to understand that, you know, I was a small town kid, just like some of these kids are, and you know, I strived and I fought tooth and nail to get to where I am today, and to get to, you know, some of the goals that I've reached already, and it's not far-fetched, it's not out of reach. You just have to work hard, and you have to, you know, understand what you want in life and understand what goals you want to set for yourself, and through hard work and dedication, you can achieve them. So, you know, I think that's all over my book. In every chapter, there's a portion where I was down and then I have to get back up, or, you know, something happened in my life where it could have derailed me, derailed my success, but I stayed focused and I got through it. And I think, you know, a lot of kids, not just kids, but their parents and teachers can all really relate to it and really, you know, take a chance at my story and understand what I went through.
You mentioned goals. What are your goals this season? Do you have anything mapped out?
Let's have this the last question, guys, all right? We have to start the event.
Just to, I want to win another Super Bowl. I mean, that's the plan. I mean, I kind of got spoiled. I'm only my third year in, or second year in, and I got a chance to win a Super Bowl. So, you know, I want to win another one, and I think, you know, I've been fortunate enough to know what it takes to get there. So, you know, that's the only goal. I want to be the same player I was last year, and you know, continue to be the go-to guy for Eli whenever he needs me, and hopefully we can make the playoffs and make another run at the Super Bowl.
All right, thanks, guys. Thanks, Victor.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.